In 1993, the classic races were highlighted by 3 horses known as BMW. Of them, I have posted videos about Biwaharyahi Day and Winning Ticket in the past, and this time I would like to explain about the last one, Narita Taishin. Before we begin, let's start with some Japanese snacks. Narita Taishin is a male horse born in 1990. His father is Livria and his mother is Taishin Lily. Livria is a son of Dahlia, the strongest mare to win Grade 1 races in Europe, and he himself won 3 Grade 1 races. He was imported to Japan as a stallion after his retirement. Taishin Lily ran 25 races and won only 1, but after retiring, she had a decent showing as a broodmare. Narita Taishin was not born until after the spring of the racehorse birthing season, and was finally born in June. His body was so small that people feared he would never become a racehorse. Nevertheless, managed to find a buyer for him, but he was a very temperamental horse with a lot of problems, trying to shake off anyone who was riding him, or suddenly lying down to take a nap. He was also born late, so his body was small, but it remained small as he grew up. Narita Taishin's debut race was in July 1992, when he was the favorite and lost, finishing 6th. He then took some time off due to a minor injury. His next race was 3 months later. In this race at 1,700 meters, he successfully won his first race. After this he ran 3 more races, finishing 6th, 2nd and 2nd, before competing in the Grade 3 Radio Tampa Cup 2-year-old stakes at the end of the year. He was blocked in front of the pack on the final turn, but the front opened up on the final stretch and he weaved his way through the pack to the inside. Narita Taishin came from the inside to overtake the horse in front of him and finish first. The following January, Narita Taishin competed in the Grade 3 Shinzen Kinen. He came on strong in the final stretch, but was unable to catch Amber Lion, who was running in front of him, and finished a close second. As is the fate of a chasing horse, he has a hard time winning consistently. That's the kind of strategy, though, so it can't be helped. But even though he was hard to beat, more and more races were showing his high qualities. Narita Taishin's next race was the Yayoi Show. This is a traditional trial to the classic race, a Grade 2 race run on the same course and over the same distance as the Satsuki Show. He faced Winning Ticket here for the first time. Here was their first meeting, later called BMW, and the other, Biwaharyahi Day, was at this time moving toward a classic race with a different race plan. At the final corner, Narita Taishin sped up alongside Winning Ticket and moved up a position. They entered the final stretch side by side, but here Winning Ticket's speed was superior. Narita Taishin was left behind by him and chased desperately but managed to finish second. This race looked like an easy win for Winning Ticket. Therefore, on Satsuki Show Day, Winning Ticket was rated as the favorite, with Biwaharyahi Day a close second and Narita Taishin a little further back as the third favorite. When the race started, Narita Taishin took up a position in the rear of the field and chased. However, the pace of the race was leisurely, favoring horses that took positions in front. Narita Taishin was still in 12th position from the front at the 4th corner. But in the final stretch, he accelerated quickly. Winning Ticket was stalled. With the finish line in sight, it was Biwa Haryahide in the lead. Narita Taishin attacked him from the outside. Narita Taishin overtook Biwa Haryahide just before the finish line to take first place. The race was an explosion of the fighting spirit hidden in his small body. His next race is the Derby, which, if he wins, will be a double crown. The Tokyo course, where the Derby is held, is a wide and long final stretch, which is considered an advantageous course for pursuit horses. In other words, it is a very good course for Narita Taishin. Meanwhile, Biwa Haryahide and Winning Ticket also showed their full strength on the wide course. In the final stretch, Biwa Haryahide chased down Winning Ticket, who had broken away first, and closed the gap. Narita Taishin, as usual, stayed in the rear of the field and spurred up on the final stretch to close in on the two in front. The winner was left to the guts of these three horses. Winning Ticket was once alongside Biwa Haryahide, but he accelerated once more. Narita Taishin chased hard but was unable to match the two in front. The winner was Winning Ticket. After the Derby, it is customary for the top horses in the classic races to take the summer off until the autumn season, when the Kika show is held, but Narita Taishin competed in the Takamatsu no Miya Cup in July. He drove from the rear as usual, but could not catch the escaping Longchamp boy and finished second. As a trial for Kikasho, the last race of the Triple Crown, he attempted to compete in the Kyoto Shimbun Cup, but was unable to do so because of an exercise-induced pulmonary hemorrhage he developed 1 week before the race. Nevertheless, he still competed in Kikasho even though he was in no condition to improve. However, he was unable to keep up with the race with his poor physical condition, and finished the dismal 17th out of 18. The winner of Kikasho was Biwa Haryahide. As a result, BNW shared each of the three titles. Narita Taishin rested afterwards to get in shape. His next race was the Meguro Kinen in February of the following year. This race was a tough condition for Narita Taishin, a proven winner of the Grade 1 Satsuki Show, who was handicapped at 59.5 kilograms. The heavy handicap will be especially burdensome for his small size. But he is indeed a Grade 1 winner. Taking advantage of the long final stretch of the Tokyo course, Narita Taishin drove from the outside. He chased hard and just before the finish line, he passed the horse in front of him and won by a narrow margin. It was the first victory in a long time. Narita Taishin next competed in the Tennousho Spring, and he had a rematch with Biwa Haryahide. Biwa Haryahide has been in great form since Kikasho, and his last race was an easy win in the Kyoto Kinen by 7 lengths. Narita Taishin was probably already seen as lower ranked than Biwa Haryahide, despite their rivalry as BNW. But he showed his mettle. Biwa Haryahide easily broke away in the final stretch to take the lead, but Narita Taishin chased him down and closed to within about a length of him. However, Biwa Haryahide accelerated further from this point, widening the gap to Narita Taishin. It seems that Narita Taishin was completely defeated, as he was able to widen the gap in front of the goal to Biwa Haryahide, the horse ahead of him, despite the fact that he was a chasing horse. But he showed glimpses of his ability. He was also expected to do well in the future. But things did not go smoothly. He then set his sights on the Takarazuka Kinen, but gave it up when a minor fracture was discovered. He was scheduled to return for the autumn season, but cancelled the Kyoto Grand Prize due to diarrhea. Just before the Tennousho autumn race, he developed flexor tendinitis, which forced him to rest again. After a long rest he competed in the Takarazuka Kinen the following year. It had been a year and a month since his first race appearance since the Tenno Spring when he faced Biwa Yahide. But he had no former strength left in him. He finished 16th in a field of 17. This race was the race in which that tragic accident with rice shower occurred. Therefore, Narita Taishin was the lowest ranked of the 16 horses that finished the race. After this race, Narita Taishin retired. His total is 4 wins in 15 races. After his retirement he became a stallion, but was active for 6 seasons and produced only 160 foals. With this small number of foals, it is of course difficult to achieve good results. There were no outstanding colts, and today there are no more horses with Narita Taishin's blood in their veins altogether. Then, in April 2020, Narita Taishin quietly passed away due to old age. He was 30 years old. The BNW All Lived Long Lives, with Narita Taishin's death being the earliest. 3 months later, Biwa Yahide followed suit and died. Only Winning Ticket remains. Winning Ticket still looks healthy. He currently holds the record for the oldest living Grade 1 winner and continues to break it. That's all for this time. If you want to know more about Japanese horses, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.